Apologize for the interruption. Right now, 7 News tracking some breaking news. A Denver police officer shot.
Right now, 3 men are in custody. Police are searching for a 4th person. All happening right now near 39th and Osage after a police chase. And 7 News reporter Jacqueline Allen is live there with the very latest. Jacqueline?
Mike, and this is still a very active crime scene. Police have set up a perimeter. They're telling people not to come outside of their homes because they are still looking for one suspect in this police shooting. You can see right here over my shoulder, officers surrounding these 2 cars that were obviously T-boned and pushed into each other, hearing different reports from witnesses that it was either that red pickup that police were chasing or that police actually hit this car as they were chasing after a red pickup that had a couple of guys in it. Now, as you guys said, 3 people are in custody, but they're still looking for one man. The only description we have right now is it is a Hispanic male, 6'2". He was last seen wearing a white hoodie. He took off on foot after his car basically crashed out here at Columbus Park. You can see that in the background. Now, I am joined here right now with Jaron Muniz. Jaron, you saw a lot of this going down. Tell me what you saw as these cars were driving by.
I was just chilling with my brother, and we heard some gunshots going through the alley. So we opened the door, and we seen a red truck driving, and someone in the back shooting back at the cops. And as soon as they crossed 38th, they kept shooting, and 2 cops crashed into each other. And as soon as they got to the park, one of them got shot.
Wow, incredible. He actually saw these guys shooting at police from the back of their car. We will keep you posted again. They are looking for that last suspect still right here, right now. Reporting live, Jacqueline Allen, 7 News.
All right, Joe. Thanks very much.
All right, we are listening now to a news conference.
Lockdown. We have about 75 patients and staff that are inside.
Police officer shot.
Just precautionary with the police activity in the area until we can make sure it's safe for those folks to go home.
What does that facility do?
It's a community health center, so they do urgent care, doctor's visits, that sort of thing.
75 people?
About 75 patients were inside at the time.
No one's going in or out of that?
Correct. And as the police have advised, people should just refrain from the area until further notice.
And at this time, we still have an active search going on, although I don't think we have any information that there's an active shooter still loose. We just have to make sure everything's clear and everything's safe. So there could be another party involved, but it's not that we have information that somebody's on the loose in that area right now.
The male who was shot and has been pronounced dead at the scene, assuming you guys believe he's the suspect?
That I don't know. I mean, that's one of the things we'll find out in the investigation. I don't want to say that and then find out different later. He was certainly in the same vehicle that these other people were brought in from. We'll give you updates on that as we're able to.
Tell us more about the officer. How long has been with DPD or any information about that?
I don't have any of that with me at this time, but we will be happy to update you guys on that as we're able to.
So
he is a sergeant, so he supervises a unit, and they were out looking for some people, and we'll get into that at another time.
The officer will be fine.
Well, I mean, it's a gunshot wound. We don't have any reason to believe that it's going to go south. It's actually getting better.
What area of his body was he shot?
We're not going to talk about that at this time. So,
what upgraded conditions?
His condition was upgraded by the hospital, which is a very good sign. We're feeling comfortable that he's not in critical condition anymore.
Next update.
All right. All right, so we were just listening and hearing some information about the sergeant who was shot, the Denver police officer who was shot, indicating that his condition has been upgraded, not giving any specifics about his name or which district he was in.
This is a situation this afternoon in which it began a little before 3 o'clock. Officers have been looking for this particular pickup truck. 2 suspects were identified as men that they were looking for in connection with a felony menacing case, according to the police scanner traffic that we heard earlier today. This all went down about between 38th and 39th at Osage, in which we're looking at, by the way, at some of these pictures of that scene. And you can see one of the suspects on the ground there, handcuffed. They had there were 3 people that were taken into custody there. And again, as we told you, there's a 4th person who is still being searched for.
And I think the important thing to note here is that people in the area are being told to stay inside their homes. There are also a list of schools on lockdown right now. So let me give those to you. Horace Mann, Bryant Webster, Sandoval Elementaries. Parents should not attempt to pick up their kids right now. They are just doing this as a precaution right now. But those schools, Horace Mann, Bryant Webster, Sandoval, are on lockdown. Justice High School also on lockdown, but there's just a few students there, as well as Columbian Elementary and Escuela Tlatelolco. They're on lockdown with just a few students there. Smedley and Remington on lockdown. Only teachers are there right now. So we're, of course, still gathering some information on all of this that's going on right now. The good news is the officer His condition has been upgraded, and we're waiting to hear a little bit more about that.
In fact, we actually heard that officer say, "I have been shot," and they got to the hospital right away, and so that's good news that he's okay. Again, one suspect is still being searched for. We'll bring you updates on this story, this breaking news story from 38th and Osage, between 38th and 39th this afternoon on 7 News at 5 o'clock.